Yo, yo, it's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Parathon, and today we're going to be talking about this 2.5 month long Mars retrograde in the sign of Gemini. Okay, so Mars began its retrograde period early this morning at 9:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's backwards when you see it, so should I be doing it like this? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all got it. Y'all know what I'm doing. It don't matter. It's cool. Yeah. So this retrograde will take us all the way into January. And this retrograde period will conclude on January 12th, room 112, okay, 2023. And Mars is currently retrograde in the fourth house, okay? Think of home, family, siblings, children, anything within the home might be affected here. Okay, so we know Gemini energy likes to talk. Very intellectual, highly intelligent, but kind of back and forth. Okay, don't know what to do. What's the word? Starts with the V. Can't think of it. It don't matter. Teeter-totter. Okay. Back and forth between a decision. Okay. But Mars is the take action energy. Also, the sexy energy, the survival energy, the courage, the desire, the masculine energy. Okay. All I've been seeing is just talking about all this anger. Okay, yes, Mars is all about the fight and the warrior within us and the drive and the passion and motivation to move on and do things and take action. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily have to express itself in anger. You could build something. You could something engaging with police. Riots, so to speak, surgery, okay? Anything of that nature all falls under Mars energy, okay? We know Mars corresponds with the root chakra, the base, the life, the survival, but Gemini energy rules hands, arms, shoulders, all of this up and through here, okay? Gemini is a mutable air sign, okay? So that means they go with the flow. They're very, adaptable, okay? So we're going to see what Mars in retrograde is talking about here. And because tomorrow is Halloween or All Hallows Eve, okay, your girl is using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. Don't we look cute? Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get started. Now, some people find it hard to find ways to express themselves in a healthy manner during retrograde periods. So for this, I just want you to stop and think, especially when people come off as angry or you feel like you are about to or may come off angry. I want you to just kind of pause there, okay, and see if there is another approach that you can take, because I don't want this to affect the people who you interact with on a daily basis, your family, your co-workers, people at school, or anything like that. Now, Mars retrograde can lend itself to some gossipy energy, so please be mindful of that as well. Tower represents Mars. Lovers represents Gemini. Let's see what we got here. 10 of Wands, 10 of Candles, and 2 of Presents here. Bam. You see the 2 of Presents, 2 of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay. Mars energy in the 4th house is almost like hiding something in a basement, kind of keeping things hidden, okay, until they can no longer be hidden and they have to come to the surface, and you have to figure out how to integrate that energy in a healthy manner. So here, I feel like you used your candelabra to go down deep within the depths of your soul and figure out how you can use this reserved energy. This is a wealth of energy that you were, I don't want to say you were unaware of, but this energy reserve was so deeply hidden within your soul that you almost forgot that it was there. And so Mars retrograde is going to make sure that that energy is used, okay, and comes out in a healthy way. Well, you have to decide what is a healthy way for you to exhibit that energy. Are you going to do some type of martial arts? Are you going to engage in some type of physical activity to kind of, you know, use it to your advantage, okay? Because this Two of Pentacles is in reverse, and it's almost like you don't know what to do with it. And that's what the Spirit is for. You will figure it out. You will balance the scales. It's like up, down, light, dark. Like, what do I use this for? You're unsure, okay? You're confused a little, and that's fine. It's okay to be confused. Sometimes confusion can come out as anger, so just make sure that you are not popping off at the mouth, because that's sometimes what Geminis can do, okay? Geminis say things without thinking, and they don't care what other people may or may not have to say or how they feel, okay? And here we have the Emperor, and this is the masculine energy right here. Yes. Came out in reverse though, didn't it? I got a small. Don't even know. Just sitting here, for you to figure out what you're going to do with it. It's just sitting there. Santa is just sitting there, dressed, ready to go, with nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Okay. Let's see. We're going to figure it out. Dang. Three of Pentacles. In reverse is going to take some help from a group. Okay. You can't do this on your own. You're going to need some help to relieve some of this heavy load, this burden that you probably have been feeling. If you have Mars in your fourth house, you may, as a child, have felt neglected or unheard in your household. And because Mars is the masculine energy and the fourth house is about things that may have been hidden, this could represent a parent that wasn't present in your life. I know in the Black community, usually due to systematic oppression, it is usually the father, okay? But mothers, abandon their children as well. So you might be actually grappling with that. But Mars in the fourth house is also about breaking away from familial expectations and really deep diving and asking yourself, what do I want? Okay, and sometimes that can't be established until you leave home. And for a lot of us, that's not until the second half of our lifetime. Okay. He breaking away. He took what he needed, and he is breaking away. That's the inner child, not necessarily you as a young person. Oh, my nails match the cards. That kind of was the idea. Not these cards, but Nightmare Before Christmas, black and purple. Ah, the Hermit, number 9, Virgo. Is he hiding? Is he private? Okay, we are in the midst of Scorpio season. Mars co-rules Scorpio energy. Okay. He is revealing himself. He is not dipping back into the shadows. He is coming out. And sometimes when you have pushed things down deep and they haven't seen the light of day for decades, centuries, or however long, when the light finally shines on it, it doesn't look so good, okay? You kind of almost forgot what it looks like. And it's like, ew, what is that? Oh my gosh. And this is like, what are those things in Beetlejuice? The sandworms? He has like sandworm fingers. He's like a walking sandworm. A salamander almost. With his one eye. Okay. The masculine energy is just waiting to be used. You are working it out, though. That's what this Three of Presents is representing. You taking what you need and assimilating the rest and understanding that things are not your fault. You are not always responsible. You are not responsible for things that happen to you as a child. Okay? You have no responsibility. The responsibility lies within the parent, lies on the parents, whether they are there or not. That is their burden to bear, not your own. So it's basically like it is their burden to bear, okay? He took what was his and allowed the adult to take on what was left. And so he opened his present, bam. And we know Hermit energy is all about seclusion, isolation, but it is also about enlightenment, okay? And learning deeply about one's self. Let me see. Take a little time out and appreciate some peace and quiet, okay? Page of Cups. I was hoping that the Page of Cups would come out, but I forgot that the Page of Cups, I'm not using the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. However, there is a fish on this jug here. And if you know in the movie, this little guy, okay, is waiting for Jack Skellington to emerge from this fountain in the middle of Halloween Town, okay? He is excited to see Jack, who is the king, the father figure, okay? He is Halloween. He is the pinnacle. He is the epitome of what Halloween encompasses, okay? His role model, okay? And the fish on this jug makes me think about, the fish that I read about is called a cichlid. It is an small African fish with bright colors, but it's a fighter fish. And the fish can, if you put it in a tank with other fishes, it's going to take its aggression out on the other fishes, whether it's the spouse or the children of the fish. Okay? And that's why I told you, be careful about how you are expressing your anger when you are engaging verbally with family and friends. Okay? Knight of Cups. So we go from page to knight. You have grown through your experiences, but this Knight of Potions is in reverse. You hold your emotions close to you. Scorpios are very private people, okay? We go from Messenger to, let me see real quick. Just let me look. And guess who it opened up to? I ain't messing with y'all. Arrival, approach, another messenger. Invitation, but then but page is also a messenger. I know it is. It showed me 10 of cups. It didn't even want to open the page of cups. Message. News, message, studious. You are getting the message and internalizing. But what is the message, though? Six of Cups. Memories. Childhood memories. Innocence. Excuse me. You realize you were innocent in that you were just a byproduct of family traditions, societal rules and regulations, which is why you had to bury a certain part of yourself, which is why you had to push things deep down into the basement of your soul. And you became angry. Well, no, you didn't become angry because you had to push down certain, I will say, emotional aspects because masculinity isn't necessarily associated with emotions. And so because you had to push those emotions, you had to swallow your pride sometimes, you had to push down the softness and cut off your emotional intelligence, that turned into anger. And now that it's coming back up, in the beginning, you may feel confused. And when you realize what this emotion is, you don't know how to channel it. So it's just sitting there. And so then when you start digging deeper, because we go from 3 of Pentacles to Hermit, 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. You start digging deeper and you realized that the person you looked up to wasn't the knight in shining armor that you thought they were. And it is really changing your perspective on how you now give and receive love as an adult. How you give and receive love to yourself and others. Because you've been fighting yourself and you've been fighting the people around you. All my life I had to fight. You only fought because you didn't know there were other options and other ways of communicating and being in the world. You used the anger and rested on the shoulders of masculinity as a way to survive in this patriarchal society. Because there are no women on these cards whatsoever. Santa, a mummy, this is a man. The sandworm guy is a man. Another little boy. This Knight of Potions is a man. The only feminine energy we have here is this cat on this 2 of Pentacles. And then, a jack-o'-lantern, okay, is a man. So it's like masculine, feminine, feminine, masculine. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Like the old Looney Tunes. Whew. Okay. What were you going to say? Ah, the King of Swords in reverse. Lay down your sword. This is air energy. This is where the Gemini is coming in. And you know what? I don't think I want to do that. I want to do this. King of Swords in reverse. Lay down your sword because you don't know as much as you think you know. Okay? Yes, you are very intelligent. You are very smart. But we're talking emotional intelligence here. And when I was shuffling, I saw this card, okay? And I was just thinking about Pisces energy. We do have a full moon lunar eclipse coming up, okay? And y'all know this gives me fool anyway because he is on the precipice, okay? He can either fall off or stand his ground. Pisces energy, Jupiter, the abundance planet, is currently at home in the sign of Pisces. And so is Neptune. Let the wave of emotion wash over you. And with this full moon, moons are definitely, okay, in Western culture, feminine energy. We are letting go. We are cleansing everything that no longer serves us. And remember how I just talked about the jack-o'-lanterns. Look, leave all of this masculine energy to die. Not all of it, because you need some, okay? You need to have both, okay? It's the duality, it's where we are, it's how we survive, okay? But you need to let go. You gotta let it go, just, woo, okay? You gotta let it go. Stop fighting with yourself and reclaim your time. Proclaim that I am the master of my own fate. Okay, you might want to write that down. I don't know. I am in charge of my life. I make decisions that are best for me. I statements only, baby. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. The sword is down. We're no longer ready to fight, okay, at all times. Because we know in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck that the king is just sitting there with the sword just ready for whatever. If you're a king, that means you have security, you have protection, you have something. You don't have to sit on your throne with the sword ready to cut nobody's head off. Like, what are you doing? I mean, granted, you know, you're going to have one handy, you know what I'm saying? Be handy with the steel. But you don't need it in your hand while you're sitting on the throne. You're just chilling, right? And Mars, the metal that corresponds with Mars is iron, okay? And let's see what type of metal swords are made out of. Let's just see really quickly where that takes us. Iron or steel. An alloy. You could Google it yourself, okay? An alloy iron. Okay. Air. I told you you're highly intelligent. Okay. You don't need to physically fight. Fight with this. Okay. Fight with this. Mental fight. You had the capacity to do it. You are smart. Okay. You are a highly intelligent being here on earth inside of this physical body. Seven of candles. Six. Another six. Six of cups. Six of candles, which is Six of Wands. Back to the candelabra. We are back. We are no longer in the basement where we started. Look at these flames. Look at the difference in these flames from beginning to end. This is nothing but gray. Okay, look at the puny little flames on each candle. Now look at this. Yes, I know this is black and that we are, you would say, but we're still in the dark. You're not in the dark if you have these candles here. Look at how bright these flames are. Okay. And you have a spider here, more feminine energy. And really, since the card came out in reverse, this is really what's up here. Okay. Blue, throat chakra. Okay. Keeping the darkness low. Keeping a low level. It's still half and half. Okay. It is still half and half. I told you about that duality. Six of Wands. Six of Candles. 6, 6. Which is 12. Which is 3. Which is understanding. I just need to see a picture real quick. Victory! Victory! You are victorious. You have won. It's just all about learning who you are outside of the image that others have created of you. You don't have to be that. You can be whoever you want to be. You're grown. You're an adult. Most of you watching this. You just got to unpack, all of that deep down, dark, hidden anger and resentment. Okay, because some of that you mad at yourself for not going with your heart and pursuing your own dreams and just trying to fulfill this picture that was painted of you by others, living up to what others think and how they may feel about you. Don't be mad at them for that. That was the bed you made in. You probably felt like the choices you were making probably weren't the best choice. And sometimes you probably didn't make a choice and you let others make it for you. Okay? As long as I see these 10 candles, and I mean, that means you put down 4 candles. You go from 10 to 6. 4 of Wands, yes. Oh, is this, is that, is marriage, blah, 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 blah. Not necessarily. Let me share with you what 4 of Wands is really all about. Haven of refuge, repose, peace, and the perfected work of these. Country life. And what do we say about peace? The Hermit. Take a little time out and appreciate some peace and quiet. Okay? I'm going to leave it here. Third eye starting to ring, kind of getting a headache. And I need something sweet. So I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Ashe, namaste. Peace.